Hello friends, this is Andrei from Ruski Airsoft Workshop. Today I would like to show you a small review and a disassembly guide of this AK105 Airsoft replica made by LCTairsoft. This is not the latest, the newest replica made by LCTairsoft, however it is quite popular here. So I have decided to shoot this review. As we already know, LCT makes the replica from steel, and this one is not an exception. Everything is made from steel. The stock, the body, the selector switch, the top cover, the bolt carrier, the post, the rear side post, the gas tube, the barrel, the flash hider, and the front side post. Also, this catch is from steel. What is not from steel here is this plastic pistol grip, the lower handguard, and the gas tube shield. They are made of plastic, and of course the trigger is made from alloy. The full length of this replica is about 820 mm with unfolded stock like this, and with the folded stock this gun is about 590 mm long. This makes it quite universal. It is long enough to be used in a green site, in the forest, and it is also short enough to give you more maneuver space in close combat encounters. Now let me make some remarks concerning the exterior. As we already know, almost every Airsoft AK has a longer body that is necessary to fit the gearbox inside it. So it is a little bit longer than the original real steel prototype. Let's take a look to the markings. So on the right hand side you have the markings for single and automatic fire mode. On the left hand side you have the standard marking from LCT AK receivers with the Ijevsk triangle, and the number is 75384. This is not a unique number, this is a common number for all LCTairsoft AKs. And also a tiny thing here, the AK105, the original one, is made for 500 meter range. So it has normally the rear side marked from 1 to 5. This is one for AK-47 range, probably Bulgarian or something, or Romanian, because it has a Latin N here and not the Cyrillic P. And yeah, as you can see, it's marked from 1 to 8 instead of 1 to 5. So this replica is delivered with one black high cap magazine made by LCT, but there are also mid caps available, different kind of mid caps, different colors. For example, black, the new Plum series, and the capacity of this mid cap is 130 BBs, but they also have the mid caps or even lower caps with the capacity of 70 BBs. Now let me proceed with the disassembly. It is quite easy, and it is the common algorithm to be used on almost any AK out there. So let me remove the top cover. Let me remove the fire selector. Next I will remove the pistol grip. Now we have access to the motor. Let me turn it on another side. And now I will be removing this bolt assembly. It's very easy to remove. So you remove the guide and then you remove the bolt assembly. A couple of words of this part. LCT is bringing the new part to the market because these are known to be breaking off. Personally, I cut this part off from this bolt carrier because I use lithium ferrite batteries, which are 18.5 millimeter thick, and this is in the way to put my battery here on the top of the gearbox. So now, in order to take the gearbox out of the body, we have to move the front set a little bit, so the hop-up and the barrel will give us some space to allow the gearbox to be removed. I prefer to do it this way, so remove the rear side. Here you have access to the inbus. You can loosen it just like this, a little bit, and the second one you can access from here, from the rear. Here you need to do a little bit more work because you cannot turn the key completely. So we loosen it just a little bit, and then now we can shift the full front part like this. It is still not open completely, but now we can remove the gearbox already. So to remove these parts, we need to loosen these two screws that are connecting the hop-up unit and the outer barrel assembly. Okay, one. The second one is not willing to participate. Okay, the second one is also done. And now we can just slide the full front set forward and do anything we need with it. And we can also remove the inner barrel together with the hop-up unit. So the inner barrel length is 365 millimeter and diameter is 6.02 millimeter, so it's a tight bore barrel. It's quite good. You probably don't need to change it directly. My personal preference is to change it to a Prometheus stainless steel barrel with the length of 363 millimeter. Let me put this away. To disassemble the front set, first we would need to remove the flash hider. It is a 24 millimeter clockwise thread, so you can use any 24 millimeter clockwise silencer or flash hiders. Remove the cleaning rod. So now we can remove a gas tube with the gas shield. Because it is a new gun, it was quite difficult to remove the gas tube, so I took it offline to remove it. I will probably have some problems to fit it back on. So to remove it, you just release this flag. So when it's off, normally with the tube on, your flag is should be like this to fix the gas tube in the front set. So you just open it like this and remove the gas tube. Now we have access to the lower handguard guard retainer. Just open it like this, move it a little bit forward, and we can now remove the lower handguard. On this series of AK made by LCT, it has also the inner metal shield to protect against the worms on the real steel. Of course, it will be no worms here on Airsoft gun. So now basically to remove the front post and the rear post, we must release these tiny inbuses and knock out the pins over here. I will not be doing it because it's quite late, and yeah, it will be making too much noise. So let me proceed with the gearbox now. This is a standard LCT gearbox version 3 with a standard LCT motor, which is quite good. It's not that high torque, but for our Belgian muzzle energy limits it will be sufficient. As you can see, this is an older version of the gearbox because it is using 6mm bushings. The new versions of LCT gearboxes are using 9mm ball bearings. Now the gearbox is open. Let's take a look what's inside. First of all, standard steel gear set. The shimming was quite good. I checked it before I was opening, so there was very little wobble, only on the motor gear. All the rest are good, not too tight. We have here the cylinder with the cutout for the shorter barrels, as LCT has only two types of the cylinders, the full cylinder and with this cutout. We have a piston with only 7 steel teeth and a stainless steel piston head with ball bearings. Standard electrical assembly nozzle is the one with extra O-ring to improve the compression, the SP100 spring, and here is an old version of the spring guide without the ball bearings. It's not that bad because we have already ball bearings on the piston head. Now the gearbox is assembled back. Let me just do a couple of test shots. So it is working, it sounds quite nice. So now let me proceed further with the assembling of this replica. One final remark: I will not be using the standard parts or some of the standard parts on this AK. I will replace some of them on request of my customer. For example, the standard flash hider will be replaced with this hexagon flash hider. The rear side will be replaced with the rail, this rail which allows to mount, for example, a red dot or any kind of other optical sights. Of course, I will be putting the magwell spacer in the AK. I will replace the standard handguard with this railed handguard. This one is AK104 tactical handguard according to the catalog of LCTairsoft. And the final step, I will be replacing the pistol grip from this standard to a P.P. 1901 Vitis pistol grip. In my opinion, this one is more ergonomical, and I'm using it also on my personal AK. Now I will shut down the camera and put everything together, and later I will be showing you the final result and take a couple of photos of this. Almost forgot to mention, if you will be installing this kind of handguards, pay attention to the rear part. On this one, this particular, there was no cutout for the cleaning rod, while there is one on a standard hand grip. So I had to remove some material here, and now it should perfectly fit the cleaning rod inside this cutout, like this. So thank you very much for watching this. Follow us on the Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, more reviews are coming. Bye!